The UV transform value can yield some very interesting result, as you can see here in this file. So how can we use it? Let's load our grid cube effect, and we're going now to use it. So here we have a cloner. If I just use any effector, like a plane effector, we will see that we have the UV transform, and it's not going to do anything like that. You have indeed to use it with something that can make use of the UV. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this plane effector. And let's take a look already to the cloner, and you go to transform panel, and you can see here we have in the display, we can display UV, and you can see here UV, which are being color coded. So let's go back to none, and let's use something that use the UV. And for example, we have the formula effector. Actually, very few effectors are going to take that into account. You have the formula effector, you have the Python effector, and that's about it. So let's use the formula, which is the easiest one, and we can see the result. Here in the parameter, I'm going to deactivate the scale, and then in the position, let's ask to do it only on 100 centimeter on Y. Okay, so the result is here. You can see this is auto-animated. And now if we go to the effector panel, we can see here the formula. So the formula is doing all the work. And if you can open here the variables, you will see here the position, rotation, scale, and the UV. And some of those parameters are already being used inside. So we can see the UV here. Let's try something. Let's hit times U to add that to the formula. And we can have this result. All right, now how can we make use of that parameter, which is still not here? You can see nothing happens. Well, let's go back to our cloner and let's add a random effector on top of it. Now the random effector, I don't want to apply it to the position. If I just use the U transform, you won't see anything. That's because our cloner, in the effector tab, you will see that random effector is being applied after the formula. I don't want that. I want the random effector to be applied before, so we can affect the U transform. Now let's go to the random effector, and I can now use the U transform. So let's use it, and it's going to randomize U position. And as you can see, so obviously it's more interesting with that value, for example. And this is how you can use the U and V coordinate on the transform tab for the effector.